Welcome back, Explorer. Remember we said SQL has special words that help us talk to data? These are called reserved words. That means they are very important words in SQL, and we must spell them correctly and use them the right way. Words like select, from, where, group by, having, and order by are all reserved words. Each one has a special job to do. Today we are starting with one of the most important reserved word, select. Select is the word we use when we want SQL to show us something. It tells the data, this is what I want to see. Let's get started. Inside the customer orders notebook are many customer orders. Each row tells us who the customer is, the size of the tomato, the color of the tomato, and other things they ordered. But today, we are looking for a very special tomato, a tomato that is big and red. So, I will show you how SQL works. Look at the row I have just stricken out. The column contains tomato size and tomato color. This is what the select statement does. Select tells us what information we want to see. Great job learning that. Now it's time for the fun part, the practice. You're going to try it yourself and see how it really works. You'll be interacting with Data Crew's SQL tutor by sending in your SQL statements. Don't worry if you make mistakes. That's how we learn and get better. Ready to give it a try? Let's jump into the practical world. Hey explorers, here's what you need to do. Open your Internet Explorer and type into the address bar at the top, w@datacruise.wordpress.com. Once the page opens, click on the menu and select Course. Once that is selected, click on the Structured Query Language course, and it will pop open the page. Scroll down to the treasure hunt image at the bottom of the page, then click on the treasure, which will take you straight to Data Crew's SQL tutor. You would have received the Motion Market dataset in an Excel sheet. Copy this dataset and paste it into the chat with the Data Crew's Excel tutor and start asking your SQL question, and also submit your SQL codes into the chat for review. Happy interaction. Now that you know the information we are looking for, let's walk to the traders table in the market. Look at the tomatoes carefully. Some tomatoes are small. Some tomatoes are green. But remember the information written in the notebook. We are looking for a tomato that is big and red. Search the traders table until you find the tomato that matches the information. Awesome. Now we have the right tomato, big and red. Don't get this confused. SQL did not pick the tomato for us. SQL gave us the correct information about which customer order the tomato belongs. So, the select statement helped us identify the customer order we want to see from the table, which helped us pick the right tomato for the customer order from the trader's basket. Now place the big red tomato in your basket. The basket now contains the tomato that matches the information selected from the table. Great work, explorers! You used the select statement to find the right information. Next, we will learn another important SQL word called from. From tells us where the information is stored. Hello, great explorers. It's time to sing our favorite song, the SQL song. Ready to sing? Let's go!
Select, select what we need, what we need, what we need. Select, select what we need from the table here. Where we choose the rows we want, rows we want, rows we want. Where we choose the rows we want, pick them nice and clear. Group by puts them all in groups, all in groups, all in groups. Group by puts them all in groups, neat and tidy rows. Having checks the groups we made, groups we made, groups we made. Having checks the groups we made, keeps the ones we like. Order by will sort it out, sort it out, sort it out. Order by will sort it out, A to Z or size. SQL, SQL, let's all cheer, let's all cheer. SQL, SQL, let's all cheer. We're data stars today. Select, select what we need, what we need, what we need. Select, select what we need from the table here. Where we choose the rows we want, rows we want, rows we want. Where we choose the rows we want, pick them nice and clear. Group by puts them all in groups, all in groups, all in groups. Group by puts them all in groups, neat and tidy rows. Having checks the groups we made, groups we made, groups we made. Having checks the groups we made, keeps the ones we like. Order by will sort it out, sort it out, sort it out. Order by will sort it out, A to Z or size. SQL, SQL, let's all cheer, let's all cheer. SQL, SQL, let's all cheer. We're data stars today.
All right, my smart explorers. Today we learned about the select statement, and select simply means choose. It helps us choose the exact information we want from our customer orders notebook, our table. Instead of picking everything, we can be specific. For example, we can say we only want tomatoes that are big and red. Wow. The select statement helps us find the customers whose orders match that description. Once we know who they are, like Mama Remy and Mama Chica, we can go to them in the market and pick the correct tomatoes. So if 2 customers match, we pick 2 tomatoes. If 3 customers match, we pick 3 tomatoes. That means select helps us find the right information so we can take the right action. And that is how we use select in real life. Awesome job finishing the lesson. Now it's time for a quick quiz. This is your chance to show what you've learned and have some fun. Don't worry, just try your best and remember, every question helps you get better. Ready? Let's go.